Right. Hello and welcome. It looks like we had some glitches with the link. So I just sent out an email blast. Hopefully some of you will get that and trickle in. If not, I truly apologize. Like I shouldn't have been able to send the link that actually got sent. It shouldn't have been in my options anymore because it was a past link. So that is really odd and we'll just have to look into that and see what happened. Thanks, Zoom. But I'm glad you're here, at least if you're here in person or if you are watching the replay. And I would love for you to reach out to me after you watch it and let me know if you have any takeaways or if you have any questions. I'm here. I am able to answer any questions. Okay. If you're new to me, I'm Monica. I am the Purple Box Organizer. I am a home coach, a professional organizer, and a certified life coach. I help you prioritize personal and household and professional goals to declutter your home, business, schedule, and mind. Working together, we create a social media plan that you're excited about, a workflow that fits your needs, and a step-by-step plan to follow, leading you in a direction that you want to go. I specialize in helping you define routines so you feel confident in keeping, and encourage you to be brave and follow through with your plan. I'm able to coach you on your mindset and help you choose your emotion and perspective on you and your business. I'm a wife to my wonderful husband, Ian. I'm also a mom to 3 cute kids. Brighton is 11, Jaden is 7, and Braylon is 3. I also teach dance at a local dance studio, and I love spending time with my family, eating Oreos, and yes, my favorite color is purple. So if you're coming in now, if you'll go ahead and mute yourself. If you have any questions, if you don't mind, just wait till the end of the masterclass. I'll go ahead and end the recording, and then you can ask your questions at that point. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so welcome to the May Business Masterclass. I teach one of these every single month this year. That was my goal. And I actually have 2 masterclasses that I teach. And so that can be part of the confusion when you're in this group, that you actually get 2 emails from me with the masterclasses. And we're going out of town next week. So I'm smashing them all in today. I have my regular one for my organizing clients later today at 3 that you're welcome to join, or again, catch the replay. These today happen to be very similar, but I added an aspect in this one that my normal organizing people don't really need. And there's one in theirs today that you could benefit from. So if you wanted to listen to that or join on that one, you're welcome to. Okay. So today's masterclass is called How to Break Down Your Business to Build It Back Up. This is a doing masterclass, so make sure you have a pen and a paper or a notebook so that you have something to write on your ideas. Anything that you think of, anything that you have inspiration on, or that like maybe I say and you kind of take it into how it would work in your business, it's perfect to be able to write that down so that it's fresh in your mind and you don't forget it for later. Okay, but I'd love for you to be open to some new ideas that you might not have thought of, or a way that you hadn't thought of doing your business or thinking about your business that could help you so much to be able to progress in your life, in your home, and your business, that will essentially make you much happier and much more successful. Today, we're going to talk about 3 main points. Number 1 is, what are your home and business pillars? Number 2, we're going to list your top 10 crucial tasks. And number 3, we're going to have the introduction to the purple method, which is just an acronym for some things that I thought of. Okay, so first up, we're going to pull up, hold on one second, and I'm going to screen share. So you can see, and it's not quite so boring just looking at my face the whole time. Okay, so we're going to talk about these as our pillars. Okay, I've talked about pillars in our social media plan before, things and categories that you talk about, and basically you just always talk about those things. These are pillars that we can stand on for our personal lives, in our homes, so that our businesses, all of this filters through and helps our business run smoothly. Because if none of these are in alignment, or if any of them are out of alignment, it trickles down into our business. Okay, so we're going to talk about personal, spiritual, emotional or mindset, family, our home pillar, relationships, and then of course our business. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So talking about the first one, which is your home pillar. These are just, again, categories that your home can lean on that have the potential to make it great. Okay, we're going to talk about the first one, which is personal. This is all about what your needs are, what you need to survive. Okay, we know that if we run on empty, we're not going to be able to give to those that we are serving, okay, whether it's our family or our family members outside our home, or our business or our work responsibilities. It all trickles over. Okay, so this obviously includes your self-care routines. I want you to make an actual list of the things that you need that help take care of you. Things like, how much sleep do you need at night? How much water do you need to drink each day to stay hydrated and to feel well? What kind of exercise will you do? What foods do you need? What doctor appointments do you need to keep up on? And if you feel stuck and overwhelmed, this self-care and personal category is the one that you probably need to visit. So if you're feeling like I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed, I don't know what to do, visit this category again and check in with yourself. What are my needs? What am I missing out on? Okay, and that's usually we're missing a point there that we need to, oh, okay, yep, I need to drink some water, or I did not get enough sleep last night. I need to make sure I do that. Okay. Moving on to the spiritual pillar, connect with God or the universe and nature. I choose to be religious, so I connect daily with God. I encourage you to appreciate what you've been given, and then you'll notice more blessings in your life. But whatever your beliefs are, know that God and the universe are on your side. They are rooting for you. Your dreams and success matter. Encourage your family to connect in a similar way. You can teach them what you believe and what serves you, and then allow them to choose. They will find their own way, and that's part of the beauty of experiencing life as we know it, being able to choose and have choices. Okay, moving on to emotional or mindset. This is so important as we look at all aspects of our life, okay? How we perceive our circumstances and what story we're telling from that has an effect on all of the things around us, okay? How long we're holding on to useless stories, how we see ourselves in regards to value and worthiness, and how we choose to act towards others that play a role with and that plays a role in our emotional maturity. Okay, don't be afraid to check in with yourself and ask questions like, what am I feeling? Why am I feeling that way? I wonder. Ask with curiosity, not, oh, why am I feeling that? Or what am I thinking of? Okay, what is my current story that I'm telling? Am I saying the universe is out to get me? Nobody understands me. What is this story that I'm telling, and how is it having an effect on me? How is that story creating my emotion? Okay, because we know that our thoughts up here, the stories that we're telling, are having an effect on the emotions that we feel. Okay, what emotion do I want to be feeling? Because we can choose that. What behaviors could I choose that give me the effect that I really essentially want? And this might mean that we need to take time and stop to process some emotions. And I would suggest doing that one at a time. And then we can decide how we'd like to feel and move forward with that. Okay, we don't have to feel like we have to stay stuck, but it might take some time. Sometimes we're feeling a traumatic emotion or a really deep emotion that maybe we haven't taken time to process. If we can process that through and allow it to move through our body, it can feel less daunting or less heavy, okay? Less like it has such a grip on you. There's no rush, but it's helpful to continue the work and get better at your awareness around those emotions, okay? We're going to move on to the family pillar. Seek out experiences together. Make memories. Be sure that their needs are met for the ones that you are in charge of. And then check with them and connect with them. Ask them how their day was. Ask them if they need anything. Ask them if they want to talk about something. A great person that I follow on Instagram is Chelsea Westman, and she makes a very conscious effort to connect with each one of her kids for 15 minutes every single day. There's no screens, there's no video games, no TV, just 15 minutes of uninterrupted time, very intentional, however they want to spend it. If they want to play a game, if they want to read stories, if they want to just talk, they can do that. And I can tell you my 7-year-old, almost 8-year-old loves this. He will just talk your ears off. So you just put the phone down. Well, I set a timer and I just let him go because that helps him feel heard. It helps him be seen. Okay. Spend intentional time with them. Express in loving words how you feel about them. Don't ever, even if they don't reciprocate, don't ever leave that unknown that you haven't spoken those words to them. I love you. I care about you. Even if they're upset, I can see you're upset, but that's okay. I love you anyway. Okay. All right. Moving on to the home pillar. Spend time daily and weekly in your home. And you can decide however this looks for you, right? We all have a different comfort level or a different idea of how our home should look, how we want it to look, how we like it to be. But your home shelters you and it serves you. So therefore it also has needs because we make it work for us. Find home systems that work for you and for your household and your family's needs. Okay, then you can come up with a list of chores and decide how often they need to be done so that your home can look, again, exactly the way that you want it or pretty close. A clean and orderly home is one that can have more peace in it. Okay. All right, relationship pillar. How are your relationships? I'm not saying they have to be perfect, but maybe look at each important one, really, really important one in your life, and look at each one that you have one at a time. Continue trying to improve your connection skills and communication skills. Effective communication will help a relationship have the opportunity to thrive. Ineffective communication will cause problems. Okay, don't always assume that you're right. A good question in a disagreement is, in what way are they right? This is not an easy one for me when I'm talking with my husband, because I always feel like, well, I have great ideas. I'm always right. He must be wrong. But if I can step back and not be so disagreeable, I can say, in what ways is he right? Okay. On the flip side, you do not have to stay in a situation where you're not feeling heard, you're not loved, and not respected. This goes for all types of relationships. Okay. Certainly put your efforts into it and know that that may or may not improve the relationship, because you are only part of that relationship. You can't control how much effort the other person puts into that relationship, where it's a friend or a mother-in-law or a husband, a spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is. Okay. And then how are you connecting with your clients in your business? Are there any ways that you could be a better listener to listen to what they really need? I think sometimes as organizers, we have this idea of like, this works really well. I know it should look this way, but that might not be how it's going to work best in that household. That might not be what they want. So if we try to listen to more of what they're saying and what their needs are, how the flow might go better in their home, then we can essentially help it last and help them be a happier client. Okay. Are there any areas that you could be more clear on? Like, do you find maybe your clients misunderstand you? Is it something that happens a lot? Then maybe, or several times, maybe it's something you could look at for yourself. How could I be more clear on this? Again, coming from curiosity, not that there's something wrong with me or something wrong with you, but asking, okay, how could I be a little bit more clear on how this works or what I mean on this particular topic? Okay. And then do you allow feedback so that you can learn and grow? Are you communicating your passion and your compassion as you work with each client? Okay. All right. Moving on to the business pillar. Okay. Make a list of your business and what its needs are. For your business, sorry, and what its needs are. And this doesn't have to be like, okay, do it all right now, do it all today, but this could be one that you kind of work on as you go and as you think of things, as you're working in your business. Oh, I need to add that to the list. Okay. Think of reoccurring things, because that might be helpful. Things like budget planning, expense tracking, goal making, and tracking that progress. It's great to make a goal, but if you don't have a simple way to track it, it's hard to know if you're even coming close, right? Client communications, social media plans, including ideas and writing out the content, scheduling it out, and then actually posting it. Okay. Do you have any employees or independent contractors? Do they have any needs? You need to keep track of those. If you have an actual physical office space, or it's a home office, okay, that has needs. It's got to have like some daily tidying and some weekly cleaning. And if you have a bigger office space, that might take a little bit more effort and time. Writing down ideas for growth, things that you want to do in the near future, things that you want to do in the far future. Maybe a wish list. These are things I would love to have happen. I don't know when they're going to happen, or these things I'd love to be able to have enough money to buy. I don't see it in the near future, but this just sounds fun. Having a wish list, it just kind of helps you dream a little bit. Okay. Client work. Are you happy with your efficiency on the job? How much time do you need to schedule for an organizing plan that you're typing up? If you do that, or typing up just communications with your client, how much time does that take? How much time you're going to need to schedule into your schedule? Or are you spending time with your clients and then you're rush, and this, and then the dishes don't get done? Trying to look at kind of all those aspects one at a time, not at all at once, but look at those piece by pieces, in pieces, sorry, so that you can kind of see like, where am I spending the most time? How long is this taking me? Can I get a little bit more efficient so that I can be spending the most time where I want to spend it? Okay. And again, it will take you time to come up with all the ways that you want to analyze your business and the ways that you need to look at it, but you can decide how often you want to break these down and which areas need your attention the most. Okay. Give yourself grace. It is not easy being an entrepreneur or being a business owner or being in a business, being a mom, being a homeowner, all these things together. We're doing a lot right now. Okay. Allow yourself to be challenged and keep chasing your dreams. Okay. But give yourself grace along the way. Okay. Keep sharing your passion. We have an amazing passion. I love it because it's helping people, right? And it not only serves them, but it serves them in a big way to be able to enjoy more time in their home, to be able to enjoy walking into their home and walking into the different rooms that we've made progress on. Okay, we can make such an impact. So you sharing your passion allows others to be served in a massive way. Okay, think about what help that you need in your business. Okay, take a minute for that. There's a lot of things that we can do on our own. There's a lot of things that we can learn, but think about, what help do I need in my business? You don't have to be good at everything in all the areas, and you don't have to be the one to do everything in your business that it requires to run the business. It's okay to outsource or to hire a coach to help you grow. That is okay. I'm giving you permission. All right, we're going to move on to topic 2, and this is listing your top 10 crucial tasks. These are what I call my personal game changers. This is back to just you. This doesn't have to do with your business. This doesn't have to do with your home, your kids, your family, only you. I want you to list 10 items that you want to do for yourself every single day that are a priority in keeping you at your best. And think like really detailed items. Okay. Don't write like, I don't know what an example would be. Let me just give you some examples of what you could write. Things like prayer, scripture, meditation, workout or move your body, yoga, whatever you want to write, water intake, supplements, read affirmations. I have a list of affirmations that I read. Listen to a self-growth podcast, get ready for the day, stretch, and a bedtime routine. And then pick a time when that starts so that you don't mean to do it and then you're too tired, or you mean to do it and you choose office work instead. Okay, at 9 o'clock, this is when my bedtime routine starts, and I'm going to do all the things on it so that it gets me ready for bed and I get more quality sleep. Okay, when you have 10 items or you've narrowed down to your top 10, because I would love for you to just like brain dump a bunch of items that you have and ideas that you have, and then you can kind of choose what the top 10 are. Once you have those narrowed down, I want you to put them in order of importance. Okay. Again, none of these items should have to deal with your home, a spouse, or kids, or your business. This list is just for you. This is so when you're feeling like you're not sure where to start or what you can fit in, you can still make sure that you're taking care of you. Okay. This helps us to be able to then take care and serve those who we're trying to serve. Again, checking in with me, myself, and I. This is important. It's not to say that we need to be selfish, but it's like the airplane idea, right? If the oxygen masks drop down, they don't say put them on everybody else you're next to. They say put yours on first, because you're no help to anyone else if you can't breathe anymore, if you can't function anymore. Okay. All right. Then I want you to ask, what's working in my business? This is a question I ask a lot. I think I've asked this is probably the third time, at least second time I've asked this in these master classes. What is working in my business? This is a chance for you to reflect and see like, oh, this is working well. I'm doing a good job at this. Okay. Take a minute. What's working in my business? Second question, what's one thing I'm going to change, add, or improve on? Maybe we've talked about some of these pillars and you're like, yeah, if I could fix this pillar and improve upon it a little bit, I know I could be more effective in my business. If you hear rumblings upstairs, it's just my toddler in the toy room. She's playing and having a grand time, but she's not very quiet. All right, so we're picking one thing that we're going to change, add, or improve on in our business. It could be an area that you're like, I've been meaning to do this and I'm going to get it done. I don't have a logo and I've always wanted one and I'm going to get a logo done. All right, we're going to introduce the purple method and I'm going to screen share this. So you can see. All right, so I just used the letters in the color purple as an acronym and wrote out some thoughts that I had. So the P is for plan efficiently. The U is for understand mindset needs. R is refine crucial tasks. P, prepare yourself. L, leverage your do, know, and have. And I know that doesn't really make sense, but I'll help you make it make sense once I go through it. And then E, embrace where you're at. Okay. All right, so back to the P, plan efficiently. Make good use of your time, right? If we are wondering what we're supposed to do, or we're sitting in overwhelm or stress and wondering where we should start, that is not a great use of our time, okay? And I'm not coming at that from a judgmental place, just we need to take a breath and try to start with something small so we can move out of that place, okay? Focus on ways that help you manage your time. Be aware of how much time you have and then how much time that you need for any given task. And then what small tasks sometimes you can fit into pockets of time throughout your day. It's hard to task switch, but if you already know, this is what I'm doing in a day, I've laid out my schedule, and this is a small list of a couple of things that I know won't take very long and I can kind of fit in when I've got a small pocket of time, you're golden, okay? You understand mindset needs, okay? Emotional wellness goes back to that. Start to be more aware of the thoughts that you have and how you're looking at situations. So as an example, you could say something or have the thought or the story that I hate driving. I hate driving because everybody drives like a jerk. Okay. How we view something like that will affect how we see other drivers. You will constantly be looking for the bad drivers. Whereas if you turn that around and maybe reframe that thought to, I don't mind driving because I know other people are looking out for my safety as well. Then you might find opportunities to see good drivers and people making good decisions, and then be more aware that sometimes I make mistakes and other people make mistakes too. And that's why we're trying to watch each other. How we view the world around us and the experiences that we're having in life has a great effect on our emotional well-being. Okay, and that's not to say we should bright side everything, because that's not helpful either, but just to be more aware of how you're looking at things around you. Okay. All right, R, refine crucial tasks. I want you to think about home management, and then you can take it into other areas of your life if you have them, because I feel like those are the easiest ones. It's the ones that come up most often. It's the ones we do repetitively. And so they're kind of easier to think about. Refine tasks, like think about diaper changing. The first time maybe you changed a diaper when you were a babysitter, or you were a new mom or a new aunt, and it took a long time and it was unfamiliar and you didn't have a system or any kind of routine. Okay. But the more that you did the diaper changes, you started to realize like this works well and this doesn't. Maybe when they get old enough to hold something, you give them something to hold so that they don't have their hands everywhere. Maybe you're ready for them and you do not let go, because you know the second you let go, they're going to roll over and crawl away from you. We don't want that mess. Okay. You can do the same with the other tasks, especially ones, again, that you repeat often. Think about what you need to start. Do you need any tools? Think about those and gather them before you start the task. And then you can perform the task in the order that's most efficient. If I'm doing my dishes, I do them in the same order every single morning. I don't try to rinse the dishes and put them in the dishwasher because the dishwasher might need to be emptied. I don't go to empty the dishwasher because I might have a drying rack of dishes that these need to be put away. And sometimes there's a couple of dishes placement in our dishwasher, they don't quite dry. So if I empty the drying rack and put those things away because they've been drying overnight, then I can empty the dishwasher and place the couple of items that might need to dry in the drying rack and then put the other items away. Then I can rinse and load the dishwasher. And then I can wash any remaining dishes that might need to be washed by hand. So you kind of see how like that's kind of picky, but if I do it out of order, it just is not as efficient. It doesn't quite make as much sense. So if I do it in the same order each time, then it'll go it'll be more efficient when I'm just trying to get it done. And again, don't make yourself crazy thinking about this for every single task, every single day. Just take it one at a time. Do I like the way I do this? Yeah, it works for me. Don't need to think about it. How about this one? Maybe I could be quicker at the way I do A, B, and C. Okay. All right. P, prepare yourself for what you're doing. First, by taking care of you. Again, it's back to you. It's easier to serve others that way. Okay. If tomorrow's going to be a busy day, get to bed early. Remind yourself again that about those self-care habits, that I have to keep up on those. I really need to keep up on those so I can be my best self. Maybe if you're going to be out of the house all day, what foods, what water, what things do you need to take with you so that you're prepared for that? Maybe make a list of what you need to accomplish that day, or a list of items that you need to pack, and pack those items so that you're ready to enjoy the activities. Okay. And then you're not out and you're like, well, now I don't have that thing, or I have to stop by the store and buy another one. Okay. That ends up being a little bit wasteful. So we want to just kind of think about planning ahead a little bit, prepare yourself for what you're doing. Okay. And then the L is leverage what you already do, know, and have. Okay. Be confident in your systems, your ideas, or routines that you've already created that work for you. I am not suggesting to go in and rework everything, but just kind of think about each one individually. Are they working? Great. Keep going. Keep doing that. Okay. What do you know that would be helpful, but you just need to take the extra step and implement? I've heard this system. It sounds like it would work well, and I need to do it. Okay. I listened to Chelsea talk about intentional 15-minute time with her kiddos for several months before I was like, I'm just going to do it. And it made such a difference with my 7-year-old. He is we call him very passionate, but he's very passionate in what he feels and how he expresses himself. And so to give him the chance every single day to just be seen and heard has made such a difference. So what do you know, or what have you thought about that you just need to take that one extra step and go ahead and implement it that would be helpful? Okay. And then what tools or experience that you have to come up with a plan for what could also be helpful in your life or in your household or in your business. You're like, I'm thinking this idea, but I'm not sure how it would work. Okay, make a plan, see if it'll work, give it a shot, implement it, and see if that would make a difference. Continue your momentum and what you're already doing well. Have confidence in what you know that you can accomplish. Okay. And then E, embrace where you're at. we're on the third topic. So that's where my brain was. Embrace where you're at. It doesn't matter who is seeming like they're ahead of you or behind you or at the same place. Just be grateful and embrace where you're at. You're where you're at for a reason. Give yourself grace for that spot. Allow yourself access to different ideas and ways to grow in the areas of your life that you'd like to grow. You could read a book, listen to podcasts, watch helpful YouTube videos, attend masterclasses, and follow people on social media that inspire you. And then go implement what you've learned, right? I love learning, but if I just spend all of my time learning and not implementing them either in my life or in my family, in my home, in my business, I don't really see the point in just keeping it all here. But if I implement it, that's where I can see the growth and that's where I can see the progress, okay? All right, if you liked this masterclass and you'd like to work with me, let me tell you 3 different ways that you can do that, okay? We can do a very quick, I call it a 50-minute power pack. It's $97. We are organizing your home or social media plan and business flow, whatever you feel like. This is my biggest pain point. If I can just get through this, then I can make so much progress. Power pack is the way to go, but it is a DIYer. So we just go for the 50 minutes and we make a plan, but then you also get a week of Marco Polo access to me so that you can still ask questions and bounce ideas off, tell me your progress. I love that. And this just helps you also with some mindset work to help you move forward. Sometimes when I'm talking with my clients, they're kind of stuck on this story that they're telling or stuck on this feeling of like defeat. Okay, well, let's think about some things. How do we want to feel? Where do we want to be going from here? And then we can make that shift and you can keep going and be productive. The second option is the Productive Planner, which is 4 50-minute coaching sessions. This is my most popular package that I offer. It's $397. And again, we can do the same things, except we just spread it out over 4 weeks. And then we can do a very deep dive into organizing your home or your routines and systems, your social media plan and your business flow. Okay. Again, working on those routines and systems so that you can be efficient in the way that you want to be in your home and spend the efforts into the fun parts like your business and spending time with your family. This is a great way to get some goals set, be clear on what they are, and then also have some accountability in accomplishing them. This includes 5 weeks of Marco Polo access to me, and it's really still helpful to have my eyes on what you're working on and to be able to talk through some ideas. That's why I use the Marco Polo, because it's a video system just like this, kind of video texting. So you talk through, hey, I was thinking about this, what do you think? Or I did this today, I'm so excited that I got it done. All the fun things. The third option is my Choose to Be You 16-week coaching program. It's $2,000. It is a one-on-one coaching experience using the Mind Firm method, which gives you an amazing workbook to keep and reuse. You get to just kind of go back through the lessons if you'd like, hey, what was I thinking on this? Or what was the tool in this one? It talks about several different tools. In my last month's masterclass, I showed what one of those tools was. It was called the Feasible Paradigm, and it helps you break down your story and your emotion and your behavior, kind of to see why and how you're getting the effects that you're getting. This is a perfect one. We can work on your mindset, how you're thinking about yourself, your home, your value, your business. You can bring anything into it that you would like, and it's all on your choosing. It's not me like, okay, you have to talk about this. It's all what you decide to bring to the coaching experience and what you get out of it. Okay. But this program helps you to learn the power of your thoughts and learn how to process your emotions. Okay. If you think about a time where you felt like a specific emotion was really heavy and really just kind of holding you back from what you felt like you wanted to do or felt like you could do, this is a chance for you to see that in progress and in motion so that you can feel, okay, I can process this emotion instead of just sitting with it and holding on to it for forever. And then I help you learn the process of self-coaching so that you can learn how to do this in your own life. You don't always have to be coming back to me. Once this program is over, you understand these tools and you're able to take those into your life and live a life that you would prefer and move forward with purpose. Okay. Of course, you get my full support in this. I guide you through the weekly lessons, and then you also have the Marco Polo access to me the entire 16 weeks. Okay. Contact me so we can set up a free 30-minute Coco chat. I always offer this before I work with my clients so that you can have a one-on-one experience with me, ask any questions that you might have, and be able to make sure we're clear on exactly what your needs are before we even start. I like to kind of have a little bit of a plan before we dive in, okay? And if you choose to do the 30-minute Coco chat, there's absolutely no obligation to continue after that. If you just get your questions answered, if you want to think about it, if you're like, never mind, this isn't for me, totally fine. I don't make it a pressure sales call at all. That's not what it's for. Okay. With any of my sessions, I want you to imagine this. Imagine that you're feeling overwhelmed. You're feeling the FOMO, fear of missing out. Other people are doing all these things and I'm not. Maybe you're feeling like you have imposter syndrome. Maybe you're feeling small or unnoticed. Maybe you're feeling scattered. You have a lot of great ideas, but you can't seem to put them together and move forward with a plan. Okay. Now imagine working together and feeling this instead: confident, passionate, brave, seen, and focused. Okay. Those could be amazing feelings to have, and trade them for the other ones. If you're feeling like one-on-one seems too intense, I know that just seems like, oh my goodness, to some people. Some people are like, yes, give me all the things. I'm going to show you what I need help with and help me through it, and we'll make progress. I know for some people that seems too intense and too scary. So if you want more of like a group setting, then contact me and I can put you on a wait list and we'll create something that you feel like is right for you. Okay. I'd love to start one. And if I have enough people interested in that, then I'll go ahead and do that and allow those group members to request anything that they like covered. Okay. If you're not ready to work with me, I'd love for you to continue following me on social media. I'm the Purple Box Organizer on Instagram, on my Facebook business page, and then also my YouTube channel. So again, please reach out to me if you have any questions, and thank you so much for coming. In the words of my client's Panda Express fortune that she sent me, which I thought was so awesome of her to share, turn toward those with the means to help you succeed. Thanks for coming, everyone.